Every answer to every question is right here before your eyes. And now you see it. Now you see it. And the star of our show, now you see him, Jack Nard.
Here we go, John. Hello. Thank you, Johnny. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. Another beautiful day here in California. Thank all of you in our studio audience for being with us. And hi at home. Hope you're enjoying nice weather there. And thank you for tuning in to Now You See It, the only show that shows you all the answers. All you have to do is find them. We have a very exuberant champion on our show. We're going to bring her out now and let you all get reacquainted with Nina Cutler. Hiya, Deputy Sheriff. Welcome back, Sheriff. Good player. Nina's doing quite well. She has won, thus far, $1,400. Didn't break the bank on the last show, so in there today we have $10,000. And Nina, that means that you are playing for a potential $11,400 if you can go all the way.
I could try.
Certainly you can. I know you will because you're a very good player. Right now, though, Nina, you know what we want you to do. Climb the stairs, go up to the champion's chair, watch the action as we go over and re-greet these two ladies who were playing our qualifying round when we ran out of time on the last show. The lady on the left is Harriet Orr, recently here from Denver, substitute teacher, right?
Right.
Welcome back, Harriet. How are you today?
Oh, just fine, Jack.
Good. Nice to see you back.
Thank you.
And playing opposite her is Florine Spurka. She's a mommy of 5 kids.
That's right.
And welcome back to you, Florine. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Now, when we ran out of time, the score was 3-2. Harriet is in the lead. Incidentally, we play this round one letter at a time, and the first girl that scores 5 points will be the winner. We'll win over $500 worth of prizes. We'll play Nina in the championship round and perhaps come over here and try to break the bank. When we left off, Harriet had just given me the last answer to get her 3rd point. We were on our 2nd line. We'll take a look at that now, girls. And I believe your correct answer was a typewriter. And that was what gave you your 3 points. So we're going to pick up on... Well, I'll tell you what. We'll just go on to the next line. We'll do that. And the score remains the same, 3-2. We're going now to the next line. And I'm going to give you all your first clue. Okay? Ready? Good luck. Here's the clue. A good burglar alarm. Letter. Okay, Florine.
Scream.
Scream is right. Yes, very good. You tied it up with the very first letter. That's great. Okay, each girl needs 2 to get into the championship round. Here comes your next clue. Usually needs more seasoning. Letter. 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 Can't give it to you. It gives you the answer. Usually needs more seasoning. An amateur. When he has more seasoning, then he becomes a pro. Score remains the same, 3-3. Here is your next clue. Always in a hurry. Yes, Florine?
Urgent.
Yes, that's it, urgent. And you now go into the lead 4-3. So Florine has played come from behind. She now leads 4-3. 1 more point for Florine, 2 for Harriet. And we go now to the next line. Here's your next clue. To tell the truth. Letter. Letter. Florine.
Swear.
Swear is it. That's it. Florine has scored the 5. She plays in the championship round. She played come from behind to win the qualifying round. But right now, Harriet Orr, we thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Jack. It was fun.
We have a departing gift for you backstage, as you know, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Florine, congratulations. You have just won more than $500 worth of prizes. And here's Johnny O to tell us about them. John, if you please, sir.
Right, Jack. First, from Tappan, the countertop microwave oven. Today's convenient way to cook food in minutes, not hours. Plugs into standard home electrical outlet from Tappan. And from Fostoria, the great American lead crystal, the panel diamond point pattern. The panels catch and play with light as only deep-faceted crystal can. Lead crystal by Fostoria. Okay, Jack?
So, rather quickly on this edition, we're getting into our championship round. Nina, why don't you come on downstairs, say hello to Florine Spurka, the lady against whom you're playing in the champ round. Okay, we'll take time out for these words and then be right back.
At BUZZR, we got game. including Match Game, Supermarket Sweep, Super Password, Family Feud, and now BUZZR's got The Price is Right.
Come on down.
BUZZR, the home of game shows.
Welcome back. If you just tuned in, we had a very short version of our qualifying round. We played it off from the last show. And playing in our championship round, therefore, we have Nina Cutler, the lady on the left. She is our reigning champ. She has won thus far $1,400. And the girl who won the qualifying round is Florine Spurka. And she just won over $500 worth of prizes. Now, if you're all set, girls, the next order of business, in order to play the championship round, is for me to ask for the big board, please. Let's bring it on. Florine and Nina, now you see it. Now you don't. Every answer to every question is right there. All you have to do is search it out. Now, the first girl that scores 100 points will win the championship round. Come over here and try to break the bank for $10,000. The minute either player reaches 50 points or over, the point value for the answers will then be doubled for the remainder of that round. All set? Good luck, Nina. Good luck, Florine. There is the championship board. Let's light it up. Here is your first question. What romantic-sounding word means zero in tennis? Nina.
Line 3.
That is right.
Position 2, love.
Love, right on. That's it. Line 3, worth 3 points. Position 2, worth 2 points. Add them up. 5 points for our champ. Here comes the next question. According to the nursery rhyme, what third man might you associate with the butcher and the candle? Yes, Nina.
Line 4.
Right.
Position 1, baker.
That rounds out the trio. Candlestick maker and the baker. 5 more points for Nina. She has 10. Florine, 0. Here's another question. What comic book lady named Lois is Superman's girlfriend? Florine.
Line 3.
Right.
Position 7, lane.
Right, and that ties it up. 10 points for that answer. 10-10 is the score. Okay, next question. What do Muslim women often wear over their faces? Nina?
Line 3.
Right.
Position 4, veil.
That's right, a veil. 7 points for that answer. A 7-point lead for Nina. Next question, girls. Television's longest-running show, Meet the Press, has been... Yes, Florine.
Line 2.
Right.
Position 2, Spivak.
That is right. Has been hosted for 27 years by Lawrence E. Spivak. 4 points for that answer. It's 17-14. Nina leads. Next question. What annual football bowl game is preceded by a famous parade in Pasadena? Yes, Florine.
Line 4.
Right.
Position 5, Rose.
That's the one, the Rose Bowl, preceded by the parade in Pasadena. 9 points for that answer. Now Florine goes into the lead. 23-17. Next question. What is the first name of Vice President Rockefeller? Nina.
Line 3.
Right.
Position 9, Nelson.
Nelson is right. A 12-point answer gives Nina a 6-point lead. Now, here is the next question. What do you call the area where a boxing match is fought? And it is Nina.
Ooh, wow. Line 1.
That is right.
Position 10, ring.
That is right. 11 points for that answer. She now leads 40 to 23. We're getting close to that double point area. 50 is it. Here's your next question. When somebody throws down the gauntlet, what article? Nina?
Line 3.
Right.
Position 1, glove.
Glove, yes. That is the article of clothing that that person is throwing down. 4 points for that answer. It's 44-23. Nina leads. Next question. What actor names James? Yes, Nina.
Line 4.
Right.
Position 11, Khan.
Right. James Caan played Sonny Corleone in the film The Godfather. 15 points for that answer, and that means that Nina is at 59, Florine is at 23. Because Nina has passed the 50-point plateau, point answers doubled for the remainder of this round, which we will play right after these words, so hang in there. We're back now to complete our championship round. At this point, our current champ, Nina Cutler, she's on the left, has a 59-23 lead over Florine Spurka. However, at this point, the point value for all the answers is doubled. Anything can happen. This has really come from behind time. 100 points wins, remember. The winner comes over here. We'll then try to break the bank for $10,000. If you're all set, Nina and Florine, let's complete this round. There is our championship board. Let's light it up again. Here comes your next question, girls. The National Soapbox Derby for boys is held in what Ohio city, Florine?
Line 2.
That is right.
Position 6, Akron.
Akron, Ohio is right. 16 points for that answer. And you're making a nice comeback. The score is 59-39, 20-point spread. Next question. Before electricity, what fuel was used in the so-called oil lamp? Yes, Nina?
Line
Yes.
4.
Okay.
Position 3, kerosene.
Kerosene, that's right. Double point value means we add 14 points to your score, which sends you up to 73. 39 for Florine. Next question. Unsafe at any speed. Yes, Florine.
Line 2.
Right.
Position 10, Nader.
That's right. Was written by what consumer advocate named Ralph Nader. 24 points for that answer. She now trails by only 10. Does Florine? 73-63. Here is your next question. What English princess was recently married? Nina. You're searching. Give you a free guess, Florine.
Line 1.
Right.
Position 6, Anne.
That is right. 14 points. Florine now leads by 4 at 77-73. Here comes the next question. What kind of wicker furniture is made from the slender stems? Florine.
Line 1.
Right.
Position 2, rattan.
Rattan, made from the slender stems of Asian palm. 6 points for that answer. Florine now has 83. Nina has 73. Here's the next question. One of the most famous Roman philosophers and an American Indian tribe share what name? Yes, Florine.
Line 4.
Right.
Position 7, Seneca.
Seneca. Right. 22 points. You're a new champ. 105-73. Final score. Well, let me go. Okay, brand new champion, Florine Spurka. But Nina Cutler, you did quite well on the show. You have won $1,400 in cash, plus over $500 in very beautiful prizes. We hope you enjoy using the gifts and spending the money in good health. Thank you, Nina. Good champion. Thanks for saying that. Florine, would you come join me, please? I had a girl. Brand new champ, Florine Spurka. Congratulations. Well done. From behind, too, didn't you? Well, you can believe it now because here you are, and this is what it is all about, our game. And Florine, in our bank today, we have $10,000. You'll take those $10,000 home with you if you give me 10 correct answers in our 60-second time limit. If you don't go all the way, Florine, we'll pay you $100 for each answer you get along the way. And now, remember that when you want to pass a clue, say pass. I'll come back to it automatically. Don't spend too much time looking for it. We want you to save all the time you can. It's very valuable. The answers appear right here on this TV screen. Right or left-handed, Florine?
Right.
Right. Okay. Search out the answer, call it out, and circle it with this pen. Try to do it simultaneously. That, too, is a time-saving device. And speak up for me so everybody can hear you. Florine, here we go. Good luck. For $10,000. Light up the board. The clock will start after your first clue. Here it is. Fictional detective Sherlock.
Holmes.
Right. A Midwestern state.
Pass.
Largest city in Peru.
Lima.
Right. Popular Illinois Senator Charles.
Percy.
Right. Popular Honolulu Beach.
Waikiki.
Right. Famous London Park.
Hyde.
Right. Africa's longest river.
Nile.
Right. Cartoon rabbit friend of Bambi.
Oh. Thumper.
Right. Leather band for sharpening razors.
Pass.
Famous Egyptian peninsula.
Pass.
A Midwestern state.
Iowa.
Right. Leather band for
Strap.
sharpening razors. Strop is right. Famous Egyptian peninsula. Time is up. For goodness sakes, only one answer stood between you and $10,000, but you did win $900, Florine. Congratulations. Well, listen, for a gal who was as upset as you were, I want to tell you, getting 9 answers the first time up here and being as upset and nervous as you were was really quite an accomplishment. You only missed one answer. We'll go back and pick it up now. Famous Egyptian peninsula, and everybody was going, oh, it's in line 3, the Sinai.
Oh.
The Sinai. I'm terribly sorry. However, you're our brand new champ, Florine. Congratulations on that. Behalf and $900 richer. Why don't you go upstairs and you'll be entitled to watch the action when we come back to continue with Now You See It right after these words. Please don't go away.
The BUZZR Academy of Hosting presents Tossing to Commercial.
We'll be back first. This.
Keep it right here on BUZZR.
We're back now to play another qualifying round to pick somebody to oppose our new champ, Florine Spurke, in that championship round. Florine, by the way, just won $900. And to play the round, Johnny, would you introduce 2 new players, please?
Indeed so, Jack. First, Gloria Moreau from South Pasadena, California, and Leslie Evans of Oxnard, California.
Leslie and Gloria, welcome. Nice to have you here. Shall we go over and find out some more about these lovely ladies? And let's start with the lady on the left, Leslie Evans. Tell us about you, please.
Well, I'm originally from Akron, Ohio, and my husband and I have lived in Oxnard for 6 years, and I'm a secretary there.
Did you say you're from Akron?
Yes.
Yeah, we had your city in the
Right,
game,
I guessed it right off.
Well, welcome to the show. Good luck to you, Leslie.
Thank you.
Now let's go over and say hello to Gloria Moreau, and tell us about you, please, Gloria.
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
Both my husband and I are originally from Iowa. We've lived in California for the last year and a half. I enjoy teaching kindergarten and exploring the L.A. area.
Nice to meet you, Gloria. Good
Thank
luck
you.
to you on the show. We play our qualifying round 1 letter at a time. First lady that scores 5 points will win. She'll win over $500 in prizes. She will meet our champion in the championship round and maybe come over here and try to break the bank for $10,000. A lot riding on it, so what do you say we start off? Leslie, Gloria, all set? Good luck. Let's show them the first line, please. Here's your first clue. Always up in the air. Letter. And it is, Leslie?
Balloon,
No. Free guess, Gloria. Always up in the air. No guess. Okay. Always up in the air. Letter. Letter. Yes, Gloria.
Breath,
No. Free guess, Leslie. Always up in the air.
I don't know.
Nothing. Always up in the air. Letter. Yes, Leslie.
Breeze,
Breeze is right. That a girl. Can I ask both of you to speak up just a little louder for me? Having a little trouble hearing. 1-0, the early score. Leslie leads. Here's your next clue. A well-known flyer. Yes, Leslie?
Zeppelin,
Zeppelin is right. Yes, ma'am. Good for you. First 2 points go to Leslie Evans. All right, Gloria. Let's see you get to going here. Here's your next clue. An offensive tactic. Yes, Leslie?
line, line,
No. Free guess, Gloria. An offensive tactic.
line up,
Nope. Okay. An offensive tactic. Letter. Letter. Yes, Gloria.
insult,
That's it. Insult. An offensive tactic. Let's try to lay it out for you. All right, that makes the score 2-1 as we go now to the next line. Here comes your next clue. Always in the red. Letter. 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 Can't give it to you. Can't give it to you. The buzzer beat you. It is blush, always in the red. Sorry, the buzzer beat you out. All right, here comes another clue for you. This can give you a lift. Letter. Yes, Gloria.
shop,
No. Leslie?
no,
This can give you a lift.
I don't know.
Nothing? Okay. This can give you a lift. Letter. Gloria?
hoist,
Hoist is right. You've tied it up. Very good. We're all tied up. Remember, it takes 5 to win. Here comes another clue. Can send you to the cleaners. Leslie?
Stain,
Stain is right. Sure will send you to the cleaners. Very good. All right, that makes the score 3-2. Leslie leads. Here's your next clue. A real steal. Letter. Letter. Leslie.
inlet,
No. Free guess, Gloria. A real steal. No guess. A real steal. Yes, Leslie.
stainless,
Stainless, right. Stainless steel. 4-2 is the score. 1 more point will put Leslie into our championship round. Let's go to the next line. Here is your next clue. Associated with radio and television. Letter. Letter. Gloria?
producer,
No. Free guess, Leslie. Associated with radio and television.
I don't know.
All right. Associated with radio and television. Letter. Letter. Leslie.
Program,
Program is it. You have scored 5 points. You will be playing in the championship round. Well, Gloria Moreau, I have to say goodbye to you now, but we have a departing gift for you backstage. Thanks so much for being with us. Congratulations,
Thank
Leslie.
you.
You'll be playing in our championship round. You have also just won more than $500 worth of prizes. And here's Johnny Olson to tell us about them. John?
Coming right up, Jack. First,
Okay.
40 square yards of carpeting by Williams East. A Heather Blend plush of soil hiding, Easy Care DuPont, Antron Nylon, Captiva, Ultimate Carpet Luxury, and Orange Fire, one of 18 colors available. And from Leonard Silver, a footed silver-plated six-piece tea set, including tray, coffee pot, teapot, sugar bowl, waste bowl, and creamer, all from Leonard Silver Manufacturing Company. Okay, Jack?
Thank you very much, Johnny. And now to set up for our championship round, our new champ, Florine Spurka. Come on downstairs, say hello to Leslie Evans, the lady against whom you'll be playing after we take time out for these words. We will start our next show with a championship round between Florine Spurka and Leslie Evans. And the girls, I'm sure you won't mind waiting another day because we add another $1,000 to the bank. Next time, $11,000 in the Now You See It Bank. They'll be playing for it. Till then, it's Jack Nard. So long.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Now You See It, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Love of Life next over most of the CBS stations.